Good morning, Claire, Simone, and thank you for taking part in this 61st edition of Festival dei Popoli with your beautiful film. My first question is, your film is a project that is born as with a strong cultural identity, and it was a series before, and now it became something else. So I'd like to ask you, when did you when did you decide that you had this material could become something else, and from a series you took the project to another form that is a film for cinema?
Yeah, it's I had this idea of filming this struggle in this little village in south of France, in Ardèche, in Lussas, where they had decided to make an internet platform and a building in that small village, which is a very modern village with farmers and documentary people, up to 50 people living all year round of documentary, which is not nothing. And so at the beginning and during, I went once in a while to film what was going on. And my idea was a series. And my cinematographic belief of that project is a series. And I made 10 episodes of 52 minutes of that. Maybe people are not completely ready to see this kind of series. It's a suspense series where you follow different stories, and a lot of characters are coming and going, and it has this stage, which is the village. Then to do that, you have no money, very little support. We had fortunately, we had two very nice TVs, but it was very little money. And then we looked for money, and we found that nobody was ready to understand this cinematographic project in the world. I mean, we went to Venice, to Switzerland and everything. And we had to, but someone was ready to see the feature film. So we had to do it. But it's against my belief. And I did it, I edited myself and a little bit the editor during 18 weeks to make the change, to try to tell another story. And even though I know that Raymond Carver had a terrible publisher who cut all his work, this I did it myself. But it's just because I felt that my project was not supported. It has been shown in the Festival du Réel in Paris, it has been shown in different festivals, and it has been released on TVs. But then I tried to make a film that was more about economy, that was about the purchase of money, and that was the story of the film. But it's not, I was forced to do that by myself. Nobody forced me. I decided to do it. It's by the circumstances.
Okay. What is evident in both in the series and in the film is that somehow we think there is a time for harvesting and there's a time for culture, let's say. But your film creates a strong connection between farming practices and the people that plant another kind of seeds in our society, which is important as the same. So can you explain about this connection between the microcosm of Lussas, where they managed to live with the land they live in, but also in creating something that is a word of a house for a documentary in all its different sides of production and distribution, platform?
Yeah, it's well, it's true. What you're saying, it's absolutely true, and it's been a very long time that Jean-Luc Godard has compared the farmers and the filmmakers, because they do the small companies, and they're doing what they believe is good, and as you said, it is feeding of the soul, of the mind, or feeding of the stomach. It's but it's true that I was really amazed how much the farmers had the same problems, and how there were really different that you could have Hollywood and the documentary in the decisions of the farmers. Like you have the one who are using fertilizer machines and everything. They sell very low price. They do a lot of quantity, and you have the other ones who are doing organic wine or half organic fruits and short circuit. And it's all exactly the same that we have between heavy documentary, heavy fiction films and documentary films. And it was obvious when we showed that series in Lussas, and that some farmers, not very many, came to see. They realized they had the same problems, and they were so impressed that some of their words were used by the film as titles of episodes and everything. So they realized that the conflict in that village between the farmers and between the documentary people and the rest of the village was not justified.
Yeah. And anyway, this Lussat is kind of a utopia somehow, that it's real and existing because somebody believed in it. And at the center of your film is Jean-Marie Barbe. So
Yes.
this is also a film about him, about Lussat and Tank, but also, as I was saying, Jean-Marie Barbe. So can you tell me more about the relationship with him? And also, I was wondering if you had him in mind while shooting the film as a spectator of the film somehow.
No. I think he's a great person and a great character. It's also, well, in the feature film, I really insisted on the relationship with the mayor, Jean-Paul Roux, and they were friends at primary school, and it's because they are the two of them that they can make it, that they can make everything, the platform, the building, the festival, and everything. It's this is very beautiful for me. This friendship, which is not always cool, not always easy, but yeah. This is the. I think Jean-Marie without Jean-Paul would have never been able to do anything in Lussas. And he was very friendly with me, Jean-Marie, very easy. I think he's a very incredible character, and it's I would say something very pretentious, but I think he is a sort of very modern Citizen Kane.
Yeah, he is for sure. One last thing I could ask is, I mean, maybe documentary cinema, but maybe cinema in general is always a struggle, and it's very important how you tell this struggle in an economic context, which is fundamental. But even if, as you were saying, Jean-Marie is kind of a Citizen Kane, and he has a big faith in what he's doing. What one can see from your film is that we need somebody else around us. We need a group of people. We need a society. So we cannot be alone in struggling. And this is even more important today, where we feel like the the texture of society in this sense is very it is kind of broken. So
yes, and also the conflict between generations, because it's very interesting in Lussas to see how maybe it's the festival in the world where the audience is so young. The average age of the audience in Lussas is 22. All the people who are queuing in all to see the films in Lussas, they're very, very young. And so it's beautiful that Jean-Marie and all the people of the documentary in Lussas have managed to give a dream to young people who are thinking that this is our dream, this is our cinema, this is for us, this is what we think. So this is absolutely an accomplishment that I find unbelievable and extraordinary. And I think that Jean-Marie, as a sort of Lord, has found his people. You know, he found and so you have to be, you can't do that all by yourself, one person, but you have also to go through generations. And you can see in the film that it's not that easy for heirs to accept what's coming from the generation above, and how you could use it for yourself. And this is a place in Lussas, where in the village, where you see really all this struggle going on, apart from the script of money seeking.
Yeah, I agree. So thank you, Claire, for these beautiful words and for your beautiful cinema, and for giving us the chance to screen it at our festival, even if in this unlucky moment, we wish you could come to Firenze and show the film on the big screen, but let's wait for better times. Hoping they come soon.
Yes,
okay.
Be brave with that terrible online edition.
Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.